Get it, Jake? It's Chinatown.
Hello everybody, hope you're going well. Today we are reviewing the thriller Serenity. This is written and directed by Stephen Knight and starring Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway, a movie which is already being called the wackiest / worst film of 2019. Even the stars have had to come out to defend it, and I was not even planning on seeing this until all the negative reviews started coming out, and then I knew that I had to just see it for myself to see how bonkers it truly was. I mean, how bad could it really be with two big talent A-listers like McConaughey and Hathaway in it, right? Right? Serenity takes place for the most part on this beautiful island where McConaughey, whose name here is Baker Dill, is obsessively intent on catching his white whale. But it's not actually a whale, it's a giant tuna which he has nicknamed Justice. This is when his ex-wife Anne Hathaway shows up all mysteriously out of the blue and wants to essentially hire McConaughey and pay him to knock off her new husband, who is being abusive towards her and her son. Her son also being McConaughey's son. So that makes it the stepfather who's being abusive. Are you following me so far? Well, hang on tight because we're not done. That could be the movie all in itself, McConaughey having to decide what he values most, if he's really going to go through with this, you know, murder for hire and save his ex-wife from her current situation, and if they can rekindle their relationship. That could be its whole own movie. But some uncanny instances keep happening throughout the film, and we keep cutting to a B-story plotline which involves McConaughey's son. And this is where we kind of get derailed. What's really important here is that this is a movie which is pretending to be one thing and one particular genre, this murder for hire thriller, and then somewhere, maybe about halfway through, it flips entirely and kind of becomes something else that's a little bit bonkers. This movie has a twist element to it that is so incredibly unsatisfying and so over the top that it will have you scratching your head, not just in a I didn't see it coming kind of way, but also scratching your head because you have a headache, because if you think about it too much, your mind will just explode, because there are plot holes left, right, and center that just open up like enormous cavities. Like, what is going on? It is almost impressive how misdirecting this film is, and that, my friends, is what has people up in arms about it. If this was just like a boring run-of-the-mill cookie cutter thriller film, people would be like, yeah, okay, whatever, and move on. But the reason that people are so outraged, the reason is this bonus storyline B that kind of ties back into storyline A in a way that just has you sitting upright in your seat and actively wanting to hate this movie. As for Anne Hathaway, I do not know why she would take on a role like this. Her character has no arc, no sort of learned resolution or anything. Her sole purpose is to be a plot device, and she just gets victimized and trodden down the entire movie, and I'm baffled. She's so much better than this. Like, why did she pick this movie? Maybe director Stephen Knight should go back to his one location films like Lock, starring Tom Hardy, all set inside a car. Like, man, that was such a good movie. I'm not saying the concept for Serenity is the worst. It's actually kind of an interesting concept if you don't think about it and pick it apart too much. On a surface level, it's quite interesting. It's just the execution, the direction, the edit, and all the other technical aspects that I think do not work. You might find many critics out there that are saying that this movie is so bad that it's good, but for me, I find it so bad that it's bad, and it's not worth the price of admission. Thereby, I could not possibly recommend this movie. Guys, there you have it. They have been my thoughts on the film Serenity. Worst movie of 2019? I'm not so sure about that. We're very early in the year, but I will say I did not enjoy this film, and definitely it's right up there for probably the worst thing I've seen this year so far. Don't forget you can subscribe to my channel here to keep up to date with all things movies and TV. Leave your comments in the comment section down below. What do you think about this film? Have you had a chance to see it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know. I'd really love to discuss this further. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.